Oh, hey everyone. I'm navigating this test my learner needs to take this week, and it reminds me of how complicated online forms can get. There are so many different types of questions, aren't there? We have radio buttons and checkboxes and edit fields, and as a user, you need to know how to navigate each type of question. It can get pretty overwhelming. Well, in this new Tech Tip Tuesday series, we will be teaching you how to fill out online forms with your screen reader, and that all begins right here today on Tech Tip Tuesday. So before we begin, this form will work with JAWS, NVDA, Chromevox, or even VoiceOver for Mac. Just note that there may be slight differences in what each screen reader says, but the basic process will be the same. First, let's talk about what an online form actually is. Well, anytime that you're inputting information on the internet, you are filling out a form. This could be as simple as entering a username or password, or it could be as complicated as completing a final exam. The first step to learning how to fill out an online form is to understand the many different types of questions or fields that we may encounter. In this video, part 1 of our series, we will learn about 2 different types of fields: edit fields and checkboxes. Let's start with edit fields. Edit fields are any field in which you need to type in an answer. For example, if you've ever typed in a username or a password on the internet, you've typed in an edit field. What are some other examples of forms that might also have an edit field? It's important to remember that when your screen reader is on an edit field, it will say edit. Here's an example.
What day of the week is it? Edit blank.
Now, let's move on to checkboxes. Checkboxes are multiple choice questions that allow for more than one answer. Questions that say things like check all that apply are most likely going to be checkboxes. When your screen reader lands on an option in a checkbox question, you'll hear your screen reader first say the option. Then it will say checkbox, and then it will say either checked or unchecked to let you know if that option was previously selected. Let's hear an example.
Monday. What is the weather outside today? Check all that apply. Grouping. Cloudy checkbox not checked.
To select an option in a checkbox question, you will use the space bar, like this.
Space. Checked.
Now, let's learn how to fill out an online form. If you need a form to practice on, click the link below to reach our practice form. That will be the form I'm using in this video. All right, I have my practice form up on my computer. Feel free to follow along as I complete this form. To begin, I have a question for you. Are edit fields and checkboxes clickable or not clickable? If you said clickable, you are correct, because if you click on one or you press enter on one, something will happen, right? If you've taken our basic internet navigation course, you know that means that we can navigate this entire form with, that's right, the tab key, right? For each question, you'll tab to the next field. Let's begin.
Document. Practice form 1 grouping. What day of the week is it? Edit blank.
All right, so this next question asks me what day of the week is it? And what type of field was it? You're correct if you said an edit field. I know this because my screen reader said edit, didn't it? If you are using JAWS or NVDA, you should also hear a little click or beep, something like this. That means that your screen reader automatically switched modes and you're ready to type. Remember, in edit field questions, I can simply type my answer. But if you're having trouble typing your answer and you did not hear that little noise when you tabbed to the edit field question, that means that your screen reader did not automatically switch modes, and you may have to switch modes manually. With JAWS, simply press the Enter key before typing, and with NVDA, that's NVDA key and the space bar. Let me do it now. And now I can type the day of the week, which is Monday.
M-O-D-Y.
And once I'm done with that question, I can then tab to move on to my next question. Let's listen to figure out what type of question this is.
What is the weather outside today? Check all that apply. Grouping, cloudy checkbox not checked.
Okay, so this had a lot more information, didn't it? I heard the question, what is the weather outside today? Check all that apply, right? Then I heard an option, cloudy, then checkbox, not checked. So this is a checkbox question, right? Now it's not cloudy here today, so I'll move on to the next option again with the tab key.
Sunny checkbox not checked.
Okay, so it is sunny outside today, so I will check this checkbox with the, do you remember which key? If you said the space bar, you are correct. I'll check it with the space bar.
Space, checked.
Now, try filling out the rest of the form on your own. If you have any issues, leave a comment below and we'll get back to you with an answer. You may just help someone else out with the same issue. Now, next time on Tech Tip Tuesday, we will continue our exploration of online forms with 2 new field types, radio buttons and combo boxes. That will be right here next time on Tech Tip Tuesday.